Hello, beautiful fellow human beings. Sitting here making some crustacean eyes. I'm also gonna try to throw some resin on it. I like using the black nail polish, honestly. It's just a little quicker. But I use what we have in hemostats. And using this trilene, this neon green trilene, so the edge almost looks kind of like fiber optics, how the edge almost looks like a light. Excuse me. Evening, Victoria. Making some crustacean eyes finally. Really don't know why. I guess I'm not tying shrimp tonight, but this light kind of, oops, unlocks. Making eyes again. I always forget that when I make these, I'm usually hunched over my desk, but I look like a crazy person like that on stream. Yeah, so I'm trying to put the black around the circle and leave a little bit of the tip exposed. Oh yeah, you can see that. It looks like a light. Like it's glowing. So... Oop. Try to get a little more responsible with the UV light anyway. And I did remember to get the picture from the garage. That's a bright light. If I start... I really want some of those magnifying goggles or what have you. They used to sell them at Harbor Freight. I just want it to be even. Eventually, I'd like to find some black, like silicone jars so I can make large, well, small pots of resin so I can just dip the ends. Well, if you cure them upside down, it does naturally kind of thin out at the tip, so the tip of the mono looks like that glowy pupil, which Found that out accidentally, just making them with the resin a while ago. The nail polish coats it pretty solidly, but the UV resin, when it's curing, kind of thins out at the tip. And pretty nice. Well, anywho, I'm not too sure what to tie. It is snook season, so I'm starting to focus on what patterns. If anyone has any recommendations. Snook season till December, I think. I'm gonna look up what like a forum says about hook size. Best hook size snook. 1/0 or 2/0. Wow. Here's a good inspiration. Not too sure exactly what species that is, but it's here's the whole article. There was a pattern too. Dang it, I should have wrote it down. Lagunator or something. That looked essentially like a schminnow with some rubber legs on it. Maybe that would be ideal. And I got the vase of water. Finally remembered to grab that. Oh, real quick, I did find or grab out any of the leather scraps. So some of the thin ones cut in strips for wrap would be nice, and like shell backs, or the idea I have in mind is black soldier larva. Their larva is super segmented and like just really interesting looking. I feel like you could make some leather look like that or something. And some is really soft. So this stuff I found on the side of the road. Huge bins, plastic bins. And I was like, hey, that looks organized. Like it's material or something. It was. It was a ton of leather. This is just the scraps. And like these just custards, because I also do make jewelry and stuff. So this stuff, man, like do so much with it. Even just like one tack to make like a weird, like, I don't know, just anything. But I want to, let me see if it floats. Like a cork. Let's see how along that floats. Ooh, squishy red for maybe like a, I don't know, I'm real stoked for it because I have a really large amount of this, and I have really large pieces, like sheets of it, so if anybody ever needed leather scraps. This is a scrap actually from Mood Fabrics. I got to go there a long time ago, because one of the reasons why, well, the reason I grabbed this because it was a ton of material, but, and I don't really care what the stuff is, as long as there's a bunch of it to mess around with, but I wanted to make like cave woman costumes, and then, I mean, there's like metallics and everything, make like disco cave woman outfit. Oh, nice texture. I can't find any little, like really thin ones. Keep up here. Green might be good. Yeah, because like wrapping this really soft, thin, I feel like it's gonna be ideal. Pink. And like coin purses and stuff, I have rivets. I made like a few shirts with leather, but never ended up learning how to do rivets nicely. And the like edging. Sometimes I wonder about like glittery bathing suits, because sometimes they look like tackle. Especially now tassels, I can't not see like readjust real quick. Oops. I printed on a buddy's 3D printer long ago this like bottle holder, and I can't find it, but that'd be ideal. I keep knocking them over. And most of them I don't feel like it's an issue unless it's the thin one. Because I really love this stuff. Craft resin, UV Craft, just uvcraft.com. And the super thin or ultra thin or something, yeah, ultra thin, real thin. It's like water, like UV curing or yeah, UV resin. That's water. Is pretty surreal. To me, I've only seen like thick stuff. I mean, one part resin is surreal enough to me still. Buckskin. Oh yeah. Evening, Twitch. I really appreciate that, Victoria. I'm trying to. It's been a wild ride. The first few months of time was like, oh, a treat and a half. But then, like, life stuff always happens, which is great. I, like, relearned how to tie a few times, but man, again, I'm not complaining because, like, I'll take it. Ended up every single time tying a totally different way, which, like, bypassed some. I think it'll be well, not think, it'll be a year in November, but slowly getting a nice testy board whenever it's gonna be high tide and low tide. Peanut Island. got a few more weeks until it gets cool enough for other people to want to join. And I know a few people down, but everyone's the same way. Well, when it gets a little cooler out, I'd totally be down. So waiting for that. Not too sure what to tie. Kind of wanted to tie one of those schminnows. Ooh. Any recommendations? It's a 2/0 hook. Hey, Abraham. Well, good night. Yeah, it's 1:41 here, Southeast Florida. I really appreciate your VIP Tough, and very much likewise. Stay safe out there. I'm gonna use up these chartreuse hackle feathers because the rest will be here tomorrow or the next day. Might be the next day. But tomorrow's when the gold pheasant tippets come. Scored some for next to nothing because for the longest time couldn't find a pack for under a given amount. Just craft store ones, which those will surprise you sometimes. Got a pack of very low quality fly tying ones and then a very low quality craft store ones. Craft store ones have a real nice color compared. And I don't mind the cheap packs every now and then. Well, ever really, because I do use stuff for other stuff. But there's a ton of variation in it, so sometimes I might be able to fill in an odd blank. Manitoba. I, for once, have some. I think they're Columbia snow boots. They're not expensive new, and they were on sale for super cheap. But man, my feet are always frozen in the winter time. Not this year. The reason why I got snow boots is because they're waterproof. So wow, those are really nice. Oh, those are Lush. Hey, and the price is not even bad. Oh, I might have to also like, that looks real nice to experience. They're on some like gold toe. Well, no, those are cotton. I guess you don't wool this time. Well, it's all insulated and stuff. I wish I knew what the, let me see. Ooh. Oh, yeah. That's the shoe. Every single drawing I've ever drawn as a kid had shoes on that look just like this. That's like a real classic looking shape. The low profile like sole. Oh, that's nice. Oops. Oh yeah. Started to figure out some goggle eye ways. Trying to figure out the mullet too, because they have that like slightly chunkier belly. I was thinking of trying to put some of the laser yarn. 3 different ideas. Fire tiger. Kind of want to put red eyes on it. And after the bucktail on the belly, or throat if you will, put the orange laser yarn. Ooh. Okay. So grab before I forget. This. Green, yellow, and then what now? Oops. Oh yeah. If y'all like need or fly tying materials and are, you know, not picky, you're just like trying to bulk up, the lots on eBay are unreal. And it's not like you're getting from Amazon or something. It's like real people at the end of the day that some people are just come across it, some people like a bunch of different ways. But anyway, and then people try to stick to the fly shops, and I try to like, you know, but I'm trying to bulk up materials for whatever reason. Like hackle feathers or something. Probably use at all times. So anytime I see a lot of hackle feathers, that's, you know, next to nothing, I will scoop it up if it's not a especially learning. And then in like a year when I got experience with all kinds of materials under my belt, I'll be able to get better quality or stick to better quality materials, especially hooks. I am in salt water, so I do stick to those 3407s, which there's 3407. I don't know why this is like my favorite tidbit of information on planet Earth, but 34007 is stainless steel, or 3407 SS, but 3407 is Duratin. Got some feathers. These are the ones I'm going to be polishing off finally. But yeah, this will help pick up feathers because unlimited bait fish. Like when I'm really experienced and master bait fish. I'd get a fine on like 50s television. Toilet sounds. I'm wondering if I should give these ones a go. See, I do have longer ones. Let me see. Any of this size that's left over from strong saddle I throw in here, and then when I'm doohicking, I can just like experiment real fast. A lot of times I'll get really hung up on color combinations and just end up like poking around. It drives me nuts. But sometimes these little like random drawers, I'll just open it and find a color combination. Which now I am pretty much trying to match what is local. I think that's a little too long. Two more days and I can have me a whole feather party. Ah. Maybe I just need to use a few more feathers. I'm not complaining though. It's pretty nice to go through a bundle and be happy with the flies. Alright. 2 to 3 shanks and do like that. A vague measurement. Oop. I'm also trying to figure out I want to doodle it, where to put eyes. So the cream in the fridge got pushed back and it felt like it was frozen. It wasn't frozen, just like man. And it didn't taste bad, it didn't smell bad or anything. It was just like turning into a different dairy product is all. Gotta figure out stuff like that though. The temperature of the fridge. What is the ideal temperature? What is too warm and what is too cold? Same thing with the hot water heater. Can't get the door open though. Hey, Coffee Enjoyer. I really appreciate that. Put it a little break on the trying to find an RV for mobile coffee shop because unfortunately everything went upside down in my personal life yet again, but all good. There's a trailer here and it's a small like square trailer. A square oh okay, never mind, that doesn't work. Squareler. Anyway, I'm just gonna turn that into like a little tiki looking hutch, and it'll have pegboard and jewelry and flies, whatever one could need out and about. Like hand rigs and like maybe printouts for fish that aren't as common to eat but are edible. A lot of people say trash fish to a lot of fish that are not trash fish here. But knowing about them is the difference of going home with the cooler with nothing in it or a little something something. So at least bread and fry, because anything tastes good bread and fried. Anyways, just have to make sure it's edible and not too much reef fish. Which, God, what kind of horseshit is that? I would live off a reef fish. They have some toxin that could give you an allergy to seafood, from my understanding, which isn't 100%. But found someone down to help get my canoe ready, because they can take it out whenever. It's not like I'm just trying to find people that want to do this kind of thing. And so the flat bottom canoe is going to be ideal for fly fishing, as well as just like, regular fishing. And you can make a tent on top of it. but the spots are along the intercoastal Lake Worth Lagoon. And the blue crab here is pretty ideal. So ideally could drop a few traps off and go closer to the inlet to fish for sand perch, sheep's head, anything. And then on the way back, check the traps. Slightly. It's not a good hobby for OCD. No, I'm just kidding. But I had a cousin with OCD. I guess I still do. But anyways. Alright. Why am I so far up the hook, though? Okay. Hello, naked, naked, no, naked shanky. No nanky. Frankly, Mr. Shankly. Okay. Chartreuse bucktail. Just a little bit. It's like a ramp for the flash. Ah. Shoot, I meant to do the green. Sorry. make a mess. Try to remember what I'm doing. Oh, but yeah, add milk. So espresso is a little strong. I should have added the flash on the side, but that's alright. I'm gonna put, hey Wally. I appreciate that, Fierceth. I hope your night's going golden as always. Gotta just sneak some of this in there. I was watching some stuff on Crafter brushes, because I still haven't picked any out. They're just all too nice and artisanal, but again, I got wire now, so I could finally try my hand again at that. Tried a dubbing brush long ago, but it didn't really come out. Oh, better just grab it from here. Oop. I'll just do a few more on top of that. Mm. Spread that around a little bit more. Bowls. Where is the put some tack in there. Oh yeah. Sorry for the silence. I was scrolling the internet and it was a troubling array. But that come from? Oh. Just don't know why. Just looking a lot off. I didn't add orange this time. Maybe that. guess it's not really gonna be fire tire, more like orange and green. And then maybe it'll just be a random order. Yeah. And I'll do put orange still on the bottom. And then the yarn, laser yarn. Mm, mm. And since the it's amazing things will look like totally different colors until you put it next to each other. Let us see. A hot orange. Yeah, let's just do this light orange. So just I think I'm gonna be I don't know, focusing on my immediate surrounding. see. Oh, very cool, man. I wish I could speak Spanish for real. Always wanted to put more effort in learning, but hard to keep myself focused. I'll never tire of these scissors. Just get right in there. Alright, so the green also comes this week sometime, but it should still have a little piece. Kind of like that more. I'm going to put just a little intermediary color, and then shall do something else. Oh, real quick. Oh, that's okay. It's really just a few strand deal that makes it surreal. I feel. I was a little bit on the pointless side, but moving onward. Nope. trying to think if this is too much. I might take some out. Oh, that's right, because I don't have black anyway. I keep forgetting that. I have black yarn, I'm sure. I'm not sure if I have any with me. But I quite like the reverse tie-in so I can get a bulkier head. Oh my god, I hate that with a passion. This enough to cause instant rage when you start like slipping and everything feels like Twilight Zone. Holy trucks! Just get up there where it's safe. Sorry. I wish that black was a little bit more pronounced. But it is just like a muddy little fish for the there. One sec. Get some this in it real quick. Helps. Do want stronger glue though. Here in Palm Beach County we have the glue something. I always call it Glue Factory, but turns out that is not the name. Ah! Stand. Crack back. Just trying to get this a little more collected. And I might not add it to the bottom. I mean, honestly, yeah. Good green. Mm. Videos real today. Oh no, I've seen the video. Unfortunately, I wish I didn't. I think that's why I'm like spaced the hell out. Hey, I really appreciate that of you, but legal. $7. Oh, there. Yeah, check. Make sure I wasn't smushing anything. Alright, well, before I get that all slopped up, and find a whippy. So what happened? Oh, okay, let me fix that. God! Only reason I don't like this whip finisher. Son of a snatch. Oh, son of a snatch. Oh! Alright. Jeez, all that slipped. Whoop. Okay. Well, I'll be throwing some cement or resin there anyway, so I'll help it. Especially this UV resin is super, super thin. UV water. Like, oh, keep moving so that and not look at the thing. Oh, coffee. Well, excuse Excuse me. A little fire tiger inspired bait fish. But that is definitely the head shape I'm going to be using for, especially the bait fish for here. Goggle eyes are next. And I can't wait to tie that though. Big ol' eyes on them. I appreciate that. Yeah, they're definitely coming out better. Let me pull the comments up on this phone so I can actually see them. Desensitized population. Just, man, mind-blowing. Redfish to tarpon, hell yeah. I can't wait for snook. I'm in a area where they're pretty, cause popular here? No, not common, but it's, I guess that, like, the area's favorite. Ooh. And it's nice to, it was nice to see, like, we've mentioned in, like, the old fishing encyclopedia. Look like we're specifically for snook. And it's the mullet run right now if anyone has any tips or pointers. I love her so much. This is a little long, however, I get used to it, but it also like makes a like more of a like a cigar shape when it moves. I'm still trying to get the tapering down because I don't like when it spreads like this. Which this tail is way too dense. Also the leather sunk, but see how it just like a broom. When it's moving, it doesn't like it. I mean, maybe if I like drag the heck out of it, or if I pull, like when it's moving, but when it's not moving, it doesn't. Looks nice. I need to get like a kiddie pool out back. But that's the one that's like way too dense. I had the largest brain fart tying that. Man, I really like how the colors came out. So gonna run out and grab one more cup of coffee and tie another probably. So here we go. Yeah, tied a tiny finger mullet attempt. It's like the grayish brown on that bag. But I want to tie it like this. I need to just grab yarn or something. Maybe, I'm not sure what yarn would be best to mimic this. Because when you brush out yarn, it's about the same length. Because I want this head shape. And I've only really been able to achieve that with I use craft fur too. I do have pearl craft fur, so there's that. And I could always dunk that in some coffee to make the brownish back. Might do that. Damn, see that. Well, real quick, I shall return. What the ones tonight is golden and not troubling. Freaking love these feathers, holy trucks. Anything grizzly, and like any quality too. I have a pack of like the cheapest quality grizzly. It looks like gas station grizzly. However, any barred feather. Just could use it for like those exposed looking spines on the side of some fish. Alright, one moment. heating up. So, hope this night is golden. I keep saying that. I must really hope that. I do. I really want to dries. And anytime I see any feathers, I might be good for that. Throw them in a box. Yeah. Man, I was having a good day too. Not a good day, but like I starting to like zero in on, because like you can know what or not know what to do or something, or know what you're doing, but just need to like do it. Find an order in which to do it. And man, still got paintings everywhere. And that looks like a good try. I don't know. Maybe just hang out. Enjoy the night. Whatever night it is. These are matching. I have a drawer that's just doubles. Hackle feathers, everything. Because then, if I don't know what to make, I could just head to that drawer. Just started it. Damn. Aching to see the news, but not really. Only because there's like a few things that I just don't understand. And, yeah. Let's see, what did Michael say? Oh, no. Maybe talking a little louder. Because sometimes, I talk like really quiet naturally, and sometimes I definitely am talking low in streams. 3 fish farming fashion. I really appreciate that, Michael. There's been a few road bumps, but I'm not complaining when I bring that up, because I noticed it in drawing too, and which I'm back sucking drawing, but every time I get back to a point, get a little better. And I don't know if it's getting better, but like more familiar and better planning. Like, I really like this setup. It's essentially the same as this one. And I haven't really landed on anything to tie more of until recently. Besides Clousers, which only because of the limitless nature of them as far as how to tie them. And like you could tie them really thin, like tiny little bait fish. And so more confidence in those, but a lot of the other stuff, there was just like a few things that I wish like were different, and so it was just tying over and over again to run into it naturally, which was the Senya's laser yarn, which I had that on my wish list, like not my wish list, but my likes on, because I did find it on Amazon on Tigo Fly, I think, maybe not, but I had that saved for months now, because the little EP bait fish and the peanut butter bait fish, those are some of the first patterns of bait fish that I really fell in love with. That like kind of short shank hook with the like big-eyed bait fish on it, and like cut to shape. I'm downright in love with this stuff, because the heads, I can't reverse tie. I wish I had them with me, but all the other flies are at the other desk still. but the heads I wasn't getting bulky enough, and they were all very needly, and completely solves that. And the packs I think are like 14 bucks or something. I gotta look it up right now because I need to. Man. I wish I could just get, oh, what yarn? I wish I could just get one color. I probably could find it on eBay or something, but fly tying and searching it has been a strange. You can type something exactly and it just does not come up, but if you put fly tying, it will. Yep. See, bright and deep colors. But the listing is, okay, so the listing is bright and deep colors, but the selected, like selecting thing says 6 bright colors. So I got that. And all 3 of the listings use the same picture. So this one is deep colors. Which one is deep colors? Oh, and it says $14.99. And those are the colors I've been trying to get. But I ordered 2 packs thus far and it has been different. Ball sack. Alright, there's the deep colors apparently. Tube flies is another one. Couldn't quite figure that out at first glance. Deep colors. I have to wait. It's free shipping over 35 bucks, so I did find some spoons. I scrolled to the depths of Amazon last night. And like $17.99 for 20 bucks or 20 packs of sabiki, which man, it's like $2.99 a pack these days in the shop. Oh, I also found a company called Rite in the Rain, RITE, and they make notebooks, grease, rain, waterproof, and you can write with pencil in the rain. Obviously your pen probably won't work very much, but you can see they sell pens too. Pretty neat. I've seen waterproof notebooks and they're usually quite pricey, but these are well affordable. trying to edit the cart because a bad habit of saving stuff to the cart. And finally getting some outdoor clothes. So I'm not sure what's. Oh, fuck! I mean, shoot. The shorts are no longer on sale. They were 20 bucks the other day. Oh, man. They're $37.99 again. I was gonna order 2 pairs because it's been the same price as one. And just do extra small and small so I knew which size. And, like, your body changes all through the. I mean, I'm sure, like, maybe some of you use different belt loops certain times of, like, whatever. But finally found they're not bad looking, alright? And usually quick dry shorts aren't the nicest fitting things. And then I found this rain jacket. Very nice. It's all Little Donkey Andy. I really like their stuff. Fits really well. And the fabrics, none of it's been uncomfortable or anything. And then these shirts, which have you got Gulfstream, and that's the color Gulfstream, and smoky blue or something. But it's like that classic blue. Real stoked to finally find these shirts, which they're just SPF shirts, but putting more of an effort to have proper clothes rather than stuff that's really uncomfortable or doesn't insulate, doesn't break wind. It could get so windy that like it feels worse than sunburn. Sure, maybe on the mountains that's weird. You know how you like smell like a really ew. Okay. Just making sure to step in shite. It's like it smelled like farm or something. Which I don't know. I always liked that smell, to be totally honest. Alright. Yeah, Mike, for real. I couldn't believe it. I think I'm just like shocked. See, I'll be totally honest. In passing seen one, and of course, like I have that I get more like more of his advertisements than anyone. I get a lot of in passing all the time, and shorts a lot. And however, I didn't watch much of the debates and stuff. I just it's just a little infuriating. I don't like the feeling of watching people like say essentially like, all right, well, I'm still gonna believe this anyway. You know what I mean? It bugs me out. All right, it reminds me of being in school, and then the textbook would be wrong, and the teacher would be like, yeah, that's totally wrong, and then be like, but yeah, we have to go by the textbook, so you have to just like put the wrong answer. And go smell your feet. Yep. But yeah, and then like the whole thought like stuff already bugged me out. I went through this like feeling when that Gonzalo Lira guy was arrested, and like I get like, I mean, it probably was like the opposite, like we're probably polar opposites, and it probably wouldn't have anyway. What bugged me out most is like they're kind of like I get that like it's really ironic to me though, because like the same people that were like, well, what does he expect, blah blah blah, because of he's in this certain, and it's like, oh, because if it's like a, you're acknowledging that like thought crimes are, but that it's like, I don't know, I don't want. Anyway, the blatant like desire for the dude to not exist anymore is what turned me off completely. And I was like, not wanting to see this ever again. And as in like just listen to people go on and on about how like someone needs to be wiped from the face of the earth because of something, and like unironically, it all sounds like satire, but it's not. And like one thing that I hear repeated over and over and over again when people are defending somebody's demise is, and I like on like yeah, is dangerous rhetoric. Rhetoric. It's like over and over and over and over again. Dangerous rhetoric. Yeah, but they were spreading dangerous rhetoric. A, not allowed in the fishing fleet. B, we all were forced to read 1984, and we were all like, all anti-fascism and like anti-thought crimes, unless like it really is true, unless like that's why, man, I don't even want any opinions. If opinions make it so you just randomly wish harm or worse on just people based on what they I don't know, I'm not even psychic. What the fuck do I know what they think? And it's just not for me. So I'd rather have no opinions. I don't have any opinions. Unless I get like paid a shit ton, like it seems like a lot of these people are. But I'm good on that, you know. That seems like I'm depressed enough. I gotta wake up in the morning and shit. So yeah, again, my friend used to talk about like this day, and I used to say it was ridiculous. Like this boiling point. And like the one thing that like I like when I used to get into debates, like normal debates, not like instantly like one wanting to like a scream the face off of the other. Jesus Christ, that's why I say sleeper cells, because it's like immediate and it's like uncontrollable. It's intense looking to see some, well, people are saying crash out, and people do crash out like naturally, just like stress and being overwhelmed in their personal lives, and it erupts elsewhere. But like I haven't talked to a lot of people in a long time because for years now it's been physically exhausting to just have a normal conversation. Like, but anyway, the one thing I used to say is like, well, at least like here, you know, if someone falls, 9 times out of 10 someone else will help you up. Like if you drop all your groceries, someone's gonna offer to help carry them. I don't know about now. If you drop your groceries, they're gonna run off with them and chasing the oranges down the street. Project Monarch, yeah. Yeah, fucking Phineas, I don't want to be human. No, I'm telling, it's wild. I that's why I really want to try to like make whatever I can make work that still entails like enjoying the human experience. That's why, I mean, I think RVs are gonna, I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet, but like food truck invasions, but RVs too, that were also shops. Like, it'd be sweet to go in an RV and it's just like clothing racks or, you know, DVDs and, I don't know, other stuff that isn't clothes, plants. But yeah, love yourself for sure. I mean, it's hard to Iba consciente of appreciate. Hey Victoria, I really appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. I can go from here. I'm probably not gonna. This fly went really well, so I think I'm good tying tonight. Just been organizing tools. Like I have a Tupperware of saw blades now and screwdrivers, but I'll organize that down further. So like saw blades some are for hand saws, some are from sawzalls. So those will be further organized. But my goal is to get a record shelf essentially and figure out what wall it's gonna go on. Maybe this and this could go elsewhere. Anyways. And just everything will have a shelf. Like I got a pile of pliers. Wow. Really impressive pile of pliers. Now granted, I'm not gonna keep everything. I wanna have like doubles of stuff in case something gets left in the rain or what have you. But a few things like I know some people that like could really use to have an extra plier on hand, that's for sure. And hammers. I still gotta get my hammers. Now that I have a grinder, I could finally make hammers with prints instead of, I forget what they're called, but they're just hammers with prints on it. So when you hammer metal, it leaves an imprint and a pattern. I always wanted to do that. One of my favorite videos on YouTube, but it's also like a little hard to watch, even though diamonds aren't rare. I get it, and they're like lab created or what have you. But anyway, is when the Action Labs inlaid the diamonds in the hammer and hit another diamond with it. Oh shoot, Michael, I meant to make see it. Hold on. My bad. Oh yeah, the whole world is being played. And it's definitely like times like these where I really regret using the middle school computers to watch Alex Jones videos and not like school work. I would rather think of us as primates still than all this. The patterns are like, especially too, like if anyone has any form of like interest in archaeology, even just like a distant appreciation, it doesn't like freak me out in a sense of like now I can't enjoy life. It freaks me out in the sense of now I'm going to enjoy every second of life. So might sound a little doomer, if you will, but it's what it is, you know. I wish people could geek out over existence a lot more, and but maybe that's the next like population response is like another hippie movement. Followed by an AIDS. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's I don't understand the like population drive to STD orgies, but man, doesn't feel good. The times, like the thing is too, I wish I could say Maybe I just feel like this because I keep saying people, like say they feel like this, but I've been feeling like this for a while now, and I really feel like I've been waiting for other people to like even mention it, and now like floods of people are, and a few of them like even specifically say that they felt like this for a while now. But I don't know what to expect. I just like, I'm not a radicalized individual. Violence doesn't do it for me one bit, not even in movies. I don't, I enjoy witnessing any fuckery. I just like feathers and flowers and shit. I'm totally frank. And salt water, fresh water too. Our fresh water locally is kind of shite though, so. And like, I'm not worried about me having irrational hate for anyone. I'm worried about like other people having irrational hate, because that is how you get attacked in the street or catch a stray or, you know, other. That boat, like, I'm not exaggerating. Just has to stay on water and can probably save up for amount to be put on it. My buddy makes incredible pieces of art that fire ammunition, and yeah, that's why I'm staying sane. Cause maybe watch Rambo First Blood later. I like First Blood. The other one's like, I don't know. I don't really remember the other ones that much, but First Blood, like, just really, like, was soul slicing. There it is. Should make more crustacean eyes too. Man, I can't even focus on thoughts. Every time focus returns, the world has to go and do a crazy. I mean, during the Civil War, like, life had to go on. I heard, I forgot who, maybe it was Tim Pool or something. I heard it in passing. I mentioned like how people were eating at McDonald's or something. And that alone, hearing that like one sentence in passing was enough to make me kind of picture life at that time, because I never really imagined that. Obviously, everything just didn't go on pause, and like people just hide home like things. It's just wild how fragile not only ecosystems are, but the societal ecosystem of our everyday life should be teetering. So if anyone in Palm Beach County wants to go fishing, I'm down. Cause yeah, it's time. It's time to enjoy life now. And like, I know I go on tangents here and there, but man, I don't foresee myself ever leaving this country at all. Even if, like, I don't know, I just don't foresee that. I guess I don't really foresee anything anymore, so, but nah, I don't think I could ever leave the state, let alone the country. But the coverage is really, really intense, and like, Asmongold's coverage, like, it's just really intense. And there's no rocks big enough in Florida to hide under. Don't have mountains. But in all seriousness, I hope everyone's good and doesn't fall for the hate, like, for anyone. It's such a waste of energy. Like, you have to realize that too. Like, even if you're like, no, screw that person, whoever, it doesn't matter. Like, it causes your body damage, just like anxiety. And, like, it affects your whole, like, everything without, like, consciously, controlling your own life. Like, you could get really caught up in that. And the next thing you know, you're publicly wishing for the end of another person. Like, every post, rest in piss, this and that. And, like, it's times like this, like, you don't even need to know who the dude was. Like, just seeing, like, all of a sudden a bunch of people talking like this about someone who just passed away. It's not, it's not, it's not human, that's for sure. It's, like, really, really dark. Like, even a family member, like, that you couldn't stand, like, and when they pass, like, that's why I don't think it's, like, natural hate. I think it's, like, psyop hate, like, seeded. And, like, the circle jerks don't help because, man, I wouldn't want to be, like, I just don't know how to put it in words without. And then, like, another, like, angle is, I don't even want to mention it, like, I guess the last few days because, like, that shit did not look or sound normal. That sounded heavy duty, like something, I don't even know. Deep spiritual infection. Love it. It's too hot to wait across. Yeah, reserve, for real. It's intense. And, like, I saw with the Gonzalo Lira thing, and, like, see, I won't say I got that or I get that one, but, see, I probably maybe, like, agreed with 2 things the dude said, like, have your kids read books and something else. But that's not the point. I don't really give a shit his opinions at all. At all. I thought that was the point of this whole whole thing. I didn't realize until a few years ago that 90% of the people just say that they that everyone, like, freedom, this and that. No, the fuck. Okay. Like, we wouldn't be stuttering over our words, trying to just, like, share opinions or, like, thoughts, like we're at gunpoint. And we're, as in, like, people, like, talking about stuff they're thinking. I hate mental gymnastics with a passion, and I can't stand having to do my own, like, of the words that are coming out of my own mouth. It drives me nuts. Serious, it's gotta be really intense. Like, see, I had a friend group. I just talked to one of them now, but he's, like, got the ability of, like, nuanced thought, and we agree on very little. But again, like, ability to think for himself. Last time I got in, like, somebody I considered, like, probably I would have considered my closest friend, I almost closed their hand in the door. Like, I was holding my own hand from not closing it. Like, saying all kinds of shit, and, like, wouldn't stop. Like, dude, it was like somebody flipped a switch, and it was just like, You know how when you pick up a pig and they're instantly like, it's like uncontrollable? It's like that. And you're just like, chill, chill. That's what it reminded me of. And like, mm. That's why I do try to like not. I don't. It's just I don't even know what I think. That's a huge problem too. Like in order to share how you think, you gotta know how you think to begin with. And there's so many missing pieces. Every day I think something else. And I just realized the lead eyes are the same eyes essentially, but no added weight. Sticker eyes. And like I think, yeah. I think debate needs to come back. And like, did they take that out of school or something? Like home economics? And like, I don't understand. But again, that today looked real. I can't really. I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna instantly blame like somebody that was in disagreement with them because it was like really intense. Like obviously in disagreement, but I'm saying I'm not gonna like mentally in my heart and soul like place blame on a college kid. I guess I'm trying to say, because I don't know. I guess we'll know, and whenever I haven't even found a description or anything, and they're just like out and about still. Because that was a loud, like an impossible sound, and I get that the where they were sitting was probably very amplifying. Reserve I totally agree. And I tried so hard not to mention anything. And like then just hit me like, God. That's why though, it doesn't matter what you think or anything. When I say all are welcome, I really mean that. And debate is more than welcome too. Just like gotta be able to like coexist. Like, whatever happened to just being like a freaking idiot and walking away or something? And I think, well, because that's like self-satisfying, but now it's like the satisfaction of the group. But again, today was like weird. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna find out about that. This isn't right. That was UTC. Tying has become a nervous tick. Winning. I really want to offer to clean someone's sailboat so I can try to tie flies in it. So let me set your table for a few hours. Oh, I just, you know, it would be better than a roller coaster, and I used to quite like roller coasters. Which kind of just pissed me off, honestly, because I love the fair, right? A lot. Every single time I went to the fair with someone, and I even started asking ahead of time, nobody would go on a single ride. Like, no, nothing. Like, are you sure you like going on roller coasters? They're not even scary like big ones. They're scary in another way, because they're a little rickety. But yeah, always shattered me. And go on all the things by myself and have to sit next to a random child. I will glue. Check. Keep all that fluff. Try to put that hump a little bit further back, because I think I keep placing it in a place where it makes very little difference or hinders the placement. But I like that fluff. It gives me an excuse to use the word undulate. Oops. What time is it? Oh, 3:30. God damn. Gosh darn. Sorry about that. I don't know how much of a potty mouth someone like a quiet person has until they start streaming alone in their room. These are shorties. Oh, I'll go back. Just make this one shorter. Hey, good night, Reserve. And Fierce South. I'm in New Mexico. Ooh. What species, if you're still here, do you have in New Mexico? New Hampshire. This one has the thinnest spine down where very stoked for feathers. Every month the YouTube ad stuff I put towards materials. And that way, like, because I do a resale, and like right now I'm selling those paintings. And like spare stuff. But instead of using that irresponsibly, I'm able to put some glue, but I want the sapia. bottle. Just need to open it. Got some tools, I'm not sure what they are. It's a pin wrench. King of Sorrow by Sade is a really good song. Just popped into my mind. Trying to think through this. Gosh, 3:30. I'm in too deep. I wonder what moon phase it is tonight. It's gonna go down a Boca. This is gonna hitch a ride, really. But my friend is ill. So I was gonna offer to make some spicy meat. Healing spicy meat. Yeah. No. Ooh, those are perfect. No. Perfection doesn't exist. Twist it up, but that's alright. Lost steam. Anyways, I think I'm going to listen to some music. 3:41. I better eat too. I just don't foresee myself being able to fix this sleep schedule, especially cold front incoming. That should be nice, but it's just time is like total shite right now, and it's also moving really fast. So it's like son of a snatch, but quite alright. And I do want to see if there's a oh wow. Reserve is a small town in New Mexico. Oh, right on. Oh, right on. Northern California. So you live in a postcard. Oh, I bet. Do you ever pan for gold? That has to be top tier. As soon as I ever find an RV or something, the closest spot I could find that I can camp and pan for gold before. I don't know what to gauge from I used to have this deep, deep fear when I was a kid that like shell collecting was gonna be illegal, and I'd have to give away all my or give up all my shells. I'm not even kidding. I was like just a kid, but like so there's not a lot of camping spots here. That's for sure. So sort of near we're moving. Oh, very nice. New Mexico looks sick. The art and like spaceships. What are they called? How? No, Earthships. That that whole scene is top tier. Like Nevada, New Mexico, and New Mexico has the world's largest crafts fair. Like every continent has a area. Yeah, yeah. I'm curious about the parks. It's getting odd with all the solar farms and that. Man, I never understood the whole like turning farmland into shite thing, 'cause you know, the farmlands like you gotta like you can eat. I mean, shite. I mean, I guess like if that's your thing, but like not just solar or anything like that. Like for instance, Westlake, that's Florida's newest city, and it's just mass housing in strip malls. No outdoor seating because the mosquitoes out there are really, really intense. Like if you're a biologist studying mosquitoes, oh, right on reserve. Because, like, especially with the fly fishing spots, they all look like panning spots, too. And it's like, man, because I feel like they're not biting quite yet or something, or maybe it's like a hot part of the day. They like pan. And, yeah, get some more fly tying materials with the gold flakes. Even mining like crystals and stuff would be real soul satisfying. I just like finding random things and other random things. I like shells a lot, but gold and crystals would be pretty sweet. There's nothing here. No, I know exactly what you're talking about, serious. There's, yeah, you get claustrophobic. There's so much, that's wild. Wow. That is intense. See, I feel that in the modern suburbs that they're just putting everywhere, but that's unreal. Like, gosh, I think I would see God in that those parameters. Desert, expansive. Those rocks look really, really mystical to climb though. Like and the landscapes, like the different cactuses and stuff. Straight up another planet. Like the land, everything. I mean, the Earth ships, everything there is it's amazing. But yeah, I can't imagine that. Like, what would you do if your car broke down? I feel like that's probably quite common. I always wanted to feel the temperature change of the desert. I have a big old fire, not worry about catching anything on fire. Cactus jelly? Alaska, yeah. Alaska would be a treat and a half to see in person in a warm month. For some reason, I forever get a kick out of them having mosquitoes. Like, obviously they do, but I didn't realize they were pretty ruthless too. But I guess everywhere has mosquitoes. Just for the longest time, I guess, convinced they were like a swamp fixture or something. UK. The one cool thing about the UK, I'm not sure about the fishing laws, but I know that there's not like a lot of trespassing laws, which unfortunately, I feel like if I were to go to the UK, I probably wouldn't be fishing. I'd probably be renting a metal detector and mudlarking. If you look up mudlarking, it's just going to the old ports at high tide or low tide. And the River Thames, you need a permit, but you can find all kinds of treasures, like legit treasures from, I mean, it's been inhabited for thousands of years. The pop every spring from winter to spring is crazy. The color changes. I can't wait to see that one day. Because other than like you feel fall in the air feels a little different. That and the change of colors is not really doesn't exist. I think during fall we have that one maple tree, but yeah, same here, same here. So my mom's up too, so I'm gonna catch what she's up to and close these fried eyes. But I love y'all. I hope y'all have a beautiful evening, and you know, yeah, stay safe out there and don't engage in mindless arguments. If you know the person's just like arguing to like fulfill some like weird kink that they have or something, don't engage because you're gonna fry your own nervous system. And theirs is already fried, so it's like, you know. Or just like respond with kindness because people get passionate. I get passionate about things and like, you know, I don't really want to harm anyone over anything I'm passionate about. Unless maybe I see something in a thrift store and like someone else grabs it like before I can reach it. Then I might think a few violences, but I'm just kidding. Anyways, happy trails, y'all. Yeah, exactly. To confirm their own ideology. The infinite